We got a lot of Diontae Johnson buzz going on right here.
Good buzz. Let's talk about it. What we got, man?
Weird buzz. Not necessarily bad.
Mm-hmm.
We got Brooke Pryor saying right here, Diontae taking a page from the TJ Watt training camp hold-in playbook. Reminder, earlier today, Johnson said he would fully participate if it were up to him, but Tomlin might decide otherwise.
So, this is a unique situation in the sense that up until last year, we really hadn't experienced a lot of hold-ins. And now we've seen, realistically, 2 of them. In terms of TJ last year, Mika doing OTAs and minicamp this year. But with Diontae, I do like the fact that he was proactive in the sense of getting that narrative out ahead of time that, hey, I'm here. I'm 100% committed. If I'm not out there, if I'm not participating, it is not on me. That is their decision. Because now it takes any blame off of Diontae. It takes any speculation off of Diontae. Otherwise, we'd be sitting here saying, well, Deontay's doing a hold-in. Is Diontae happy? What should we do with Diontae? But this lets us know that that is not the case. So what it sounds like from a business side is this. 1 or 2 things about to happen. You either paying this man or you trading this man. Because why aren't you putting him out there on the field?
This gets weird, though, too. Brooke Pryor had another tweet afterwards saying Mike Tomlin said it wasn't his decision to keep Diontae from fully participating today. Earlier, Diontae said...
Was it the agent, maybe?
Agent could
maybe
it be GM?
Agent,
could it be like Khan?
Because this is what I'm saying. Like, this
could Rooney get involved?
But this is why I said I didn't even think the agent part. So once again, though, it's still if it's agent or not, if it's Khan or not, or if it's Rooney or not, it still boils down to 2 things. If I'm about to pay you a long-term deal and we're trying to work out the particulars of that deal, if I'm Deontay's agent, I'm telling him, bro, don't go out there until they get the deal done. The sooner they want you out there, the sooner they'll agree to what we're asking for. No different than Kyler Murray, right? How we talked about, oh, man, why would you give into it? Well, you ain't have a choice. Even though that is funny. When I start to see you got to study a certain amount of time, I said, holy cow. But that's a whole nother thing. We're not even going to get on that right now. We ain't even get on that right now. We'll do that later. Deke. We'll get to it later. But with this scenario, it's like, yo, if you're the agent, you're telling Diontae, look, if they really want you out there to practice, they'll go ahead and pay. We know what the number is. We know what the floor is. All right, we've been doing this whole offseason. So that's one approach. If you are the Steelers and you're negotiating with, you're going to tell, hey, man, we want you out there, right? At least that's what we would think or we would assume. But if you're the Steelers and you don't want him out there, you're maybe thinking, okay, if we're trying to move this guy in a trade, I can't risk him getting hurt in any way, shape, or form because then that kills any potential trade. So, Diontae, you're going to be here. We're not finding you. You're cool. You're off to the side. But, hey, if we get this deal done, we're able to move you for whatever, well, then now we're good. That's the other part of it that I'm thinking. So that's why I'm just like, this sounds crazy. But I'm just glad that Diontae said his piece first.
We got more Tomlin quotes, though.
Yeah.
Tomlin on Diontae. I acknowledge that he was less than 100% participant today. We'll continue to manage the circumstance, but right now my energy and focus is on those that are participating, and I think that's the appropriate mindset to have.
Well, that's always how Coach Tomlin is going to respond in situations like that, so it doesn't villainize Diontae, but he also doesn't have to keep talking about it either. Like, that's just, no, I wouldn't read too much into that right there.
It's kind of strange.
It is, though, but once again, I'm just so happy for Diontae that he got to speak first. Because imagine if Diontae didn't get a chance to say, I'm here, I'm a full participant, and Coach Tomlin said that right there. Anything that Diontae would say afterwards is going to be looking like it's fabrication or he's just trying to save face. Whereas now, it doesn't look like that. Now it looks like, yo, Diontae said what he needed to say. Somebody is off right here, but Diontae, you still kind of give him the benefit of the doubt in this scenario.
What does on air mean? Because we got this dude saying Brian Batko, Steelers first team offense on air.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to my dog Brian
Batko. He's got Diontae and Pickens actually as wide receiver 1 and 2. Claypool in the slot.
So on air is this, and I guarantee when he said that, it was probably at the beginning of practice.
2 hours ago.
Time. Yeah. So on air is just this: when we're doing our walkthroughs, when we're doing pre-practice warm-ups, especially when it's helmets only, which they're in right now, or shells, the little soft pads, you're not having defenders across from you, or your defender is Najee Harris. Your defender is Pat Fry. When we joked about there in OT, it's like, yo, I'm watching it, but is these guys standing over there? So when they're going on air, they're just simply saying, hey, these are our top 3 groups, right? First unit, second unit, third team. All right. First unit, you're going to run your full 6 or 7 plays of what we're going to do in the first team period, just as a walkthrough essentially on there. No defenders out there. So you got the quarterback. Hey, give me the motion. We're gonna go through all our things. Throw the ball. Everything should look crisp. Everything should look good. But it's at almost like a jog through, not a walk through. It's like a jog through tempo. But that's what he means by on there. So yes, he could be there for that part. And TJ last year would take part in that part of it. Minka doing OTAs took part in that part of it. But when practice actually starts, and now we're running and we're competing and we're doing drills and all the other stuff, and it's one-on-ones competition, that's where they're not taking any chances, because that's where the risk, skyrockets and stuff like that.